Hopefulness 2.0, May 27th, 2023. It's been a while since I've had one of these, or I've done one of these. This is a combination of this, tomato paste, and Chipotle's and adobo sauce, which I think I may have mentioned in a previous video. I'm not sure, it's been a while. That's basically just like barbecue in, a can. So what I do is I'll take this, scrape it all out, pour some sugar in it, fill it up with sugar, dump that out, fill this up with vinegar, but then mostly just to kind of get whatever residuals. Empty this bad boy out, pour the vinegar in here, and then fill this up, top it off with some more vinegar. Because I tried it without the additional vinegar, just this, the sugar, the vinegar, and then one of these, and it was just a little too thick. This is the right consistency. It's more sauce-like, but it's like dipping sauce. Alright, so good. It's just the right kind of heat. It's got all kinds of flavors to it. It's delicious. And it's lasted me a while. I've had it for, it feels like over a month. I don't know. And I'm currently nuking some Totino's pizza rolls, which will be dipped in it. So I've been lazy in the last several weeks. But after I'm done with this video, I'm gonna go book myself a trip to Buffalo. April 8th, 2024, it's the total eclipse. I've never seen one in life. I got close with the last one, but I just got out of jail, and so I wasn't able to go to Oregon like I'd hoped. So I'm gonna do that, and hopefully I'll be putting in some PTO for that when time gets closer. Probably, maybe a couple of months out or something type of thing. Maybe towards the end of this year is when I'll do it. I don't know. I did put in a day's worth of PTO for the 1st of July. I don't know if I'm going to be moving or not. Probably not after I blow the money on a plane ticket and hotel. And then once it gets closer to the time, I'll see about renting a car too when I'm in the area. Because I figured that's probably going to be the best thing to do, is to have a car out there. And it's going to be early April, so that's early spring, but it's in the northern end of the of the U.S., so it's probably still going to be relatively cold. So I'm going to have to prep for potential all kinds of weather. But it's nice to have a goal. Even if it feels folly to do, and it feels like, oh wow, you're doing this so far out ahead, but I don't know how far booked this shit's gonna end up being. For all I know, everything's already booked, and if I can get in on the ground floor, as it were, might as well. So I'm gonna do that. Just taking it one day at a time, blah, blah, blah. Don't know who I'm going to fly with. Probably just take whatever's cheapest, as long as it has reasonable leg room. Because fuck this 30-inch bullshit. The fact that they're just trying to cram as many people in. It's I get it if it's maybe an hour. But when it's 4, 5, 6 hours, no. That there should be, for every hour beyond a specific point, there should be extra inches per. Just for the sake of the people who are there, and not just comfort, but But I mean, comfort. You know, there's nothing wrong with comfort. And it sounds entitled. It sounds like a first world problem. But the reality is like, if you're paying as much as you're paying to get across the world the way that you, I mean, shit, I wouldn't mind taking a train, but taking a train would take a long fucking time. And it would be at least, if not more, expensive. If we had a high-speed rail that was cheap, that I could take, you know, if I could take a bullet train from here to fucking Buffalo, that'd be great. Even if it was just from here to New York and I had to take some other transit to get to Buffalo, I wouldn't care. That'd be awesome. Like, that would be phenomenal if we could have high-speed rail, but we don't. And our current rail prices are prohibitive for, you know, a week-long vacation, which is what I'm going to take. Because, I mean, you know, I want to be able to get there, but I see the eclipse, but the eclipses last like 7 minutes. I'd like to be able to experience a bit more, you know. And it's right across the river from Niagara. Because, like, so it's literally next door to Niagara Falls, or Niagara, New York. And Niagara Falls over there. But then the river, Niagara River, splits the U.S. and Canada. And I can look and see when my passport expires, which is September of 2024. I have not left the country once in my life. That passport is almost 10 years old, and I've still never left. And the funny thing is like, I wouldn't even need the book to use that, or to go across to Canada, because it basically allows me to go to Canada or Mexico with just the ID card. As far as I can recall, you don't need you don't need to be stamped. And plus, you know, as the time gets closer and closer to the actual travel, you know, my brain starts to kick in into, I gotta get shit done mode. In so many ways, it's really just a method of just eating the shit. It's so good. I mean, it's got basically a third sugar, but it's whatever. Or a quarter. Oh, man. Ooh. It's so weird to be able to pop places in your body. Like solar plexus right there. I know as I get older, that's going to grow and grow and grow, and you know, and especially with, you know, the potential for osteoporosis, that'll become weaker and weaker. But right now, I'm kind of okay. Yeah, I don't know what I'll do while I'm there. You know, right now I just need to book. I just need to book the flight and the hotel. And I've done that multiple times before in the past now, so. I think only once, now that I think about it. Yeah, actually. And I fucked up with Miami. ended up paying for a full weekend at a place I didn't end up going to. I completely fucking forgot. It was like close to $600, which sucks. In addition to the close to $600 that I paid for a trip to Jamaica that never happened because of COVID, and I didn't get the money back from that. Plus the changes in price and destination and all that kind of shit. It's like there was a round trip between Miami and Jamaica that I didn't take. And so I canceled that, used credit what I could to get the flight to Miami and then come back, but it ended up, like, I think I probably lost close to, like, $2,500, maybe closer to $3,000. And I also didn't get to fly first class. Because I was supposed to fly first class. It was 2 trips. It was 1 stop, 1 layover. I think it was supposed to be from Atlanta into Jamaica. I can't remember originally. And both routes were supposed to be first class coming there and back. And the whole flight was only like $1,300. And I was like, fuck yeah, this is great. But then I had to postpone because of the COVID bullshit. I was trying to be responsible. They wanted to charge me even more. And so I got downgraded for the same price because I had to fly at a different date. And then because I couldn't get, I was like, well, fuck it, I'll go to Miami too. Because I want to be there. I haven't been there for a while. So I delayed the flight to Jamaica. So I was like, I'll stay in Miami for a bit, go to Jamaica for a bit, come back. And I had everything planned, and then I couldn't go to fucking Jamaica because I couldn't get the right fucking, I couldn't get the shots and shit that I needed. So I just ended up canceling the whole fucking thing. Which sucked. So like now I'm like, alright, let's just go to one place. One plane there and back. I think. I may have to deal with a layover, I'm not sure. We'll see. But I was checking on some stuff before I left work. I just kind of had it pop into my head. I was like, I wonder if I have time, if I can book stuff now. And I started noticing some stuff, and I was like, all right, I'll look into this when I get home, because I didn't have much time left at the end of the shift. And so, when I'm done with this, load it up, start, perusing and comparing prices and stuff, and then get something booked. And I'll be there mostly before. It's like from what I'm looking at right now is I go there I fly there Wednesday, the week before, so the 3rd. And then that way I'm kind of prepped and set, and I understand where I am while I'm there and all that kind of shit. So I get a better layout of the land and shit. And had time to decompress from the flight and potentially go somewhere, blah, 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 here and there and whatever. And then, towards the end of it, because the 8th is Eclipse Day, then there's the 9th, and then there's 10th, the flight back. And that's the rough idea that I'm working on. Because I figured if I tried to fly there right before, that would probably put me in a bad situation. There's probably a lot already booked or whatever. I don't know. It might be harder, it might be more expensive, whatever. But and if I only do it for like a day or two, then that's a good way to say, okay, so 8,000 people are coming to town on these 2 days. Let's jack the fucking prices up on those 2 days, type thing. Whereas if you book early and you arrive early and then you leave not the next day but at least a day later, that's my thinking anyway. So well, I'm gonna cut this short. So have fun.